Welcome back to The Better Half. You know, today's show is all about babies, and we're talking pregnancy too. It can be a great experience for many mothers. It can also be very challenging, especially after baby is born. There's a lot of questions, and joining us this morning from Bellin Health Generations is Dr. Valerie Guess. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're talking about all things after having baby.
Yes.
And one of those things is the decision we have to make about breastfeeding.
Absolutely. So most experts agree that breastfeeding is the best thing that you can do for your baby. It gives them the best head start. Colostrum, which is what's produced immediately after birth, helps provide baby with extra antibodies, lots of nutrient-dense calories, and exactly what your baby needs starting out.
There can be a lot of issues that happen that don't make breastfeeding very easy, though.
Exactly. Dry, cracked nipples, painful latching. All of those are things that you should work with a lactation consultant, work with your pediatrician, or work with your obstetrician about trying to come up with solutions to help.
I remember when I had my first kid, I don't know about you guys, but that was like the topic of conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I would see, when it was like time to feed, I'd be like, I'd just like have to bear myself, and then I'd see like stars, and then, you know, as the process, and then I remember my mom keeps saying, after like 2 weeks, you know, like you'll get used to it. And I'm like, how am I ever gonna get used to this? But I did. We survived.
Yeah.
Somehow it starts to go away.
Yeah, it does.
It starts to heal, or, you know, I guess toughen up a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You start to kind of get callous.
So when you have your second one, is it like a restart, or have you already
I
kind
wondered
of
that.
like...
You know what to expect,
Yeah.
and you know some of the tips and tricks from your first baby so that it's not as bad
Okay.
the second time around.
Now let's talk about a different body change. That sometimes our belly doesn't go away right away, and there's different
Yeah.
reasons for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the uterus, right after you deliver, only comes down to about the level of the belly button. So it looks like you're still about 5 months pregnant. That slowly shrinks down over the next, several weeks. However, some women will develop diastasis, so a separation of those muscles.
What can you do about that?
Don't do crunches.
Don't do crunches.
Yes.
Okay.
It can make it worse.
Twist my arm.
It can make it worse. Yes. Really what you want to do is talk to your obstetrician, and they can refer you to physical therapy. We have great physical therapists at Bellin who work with women who have diastasis to help re-heal those muscles so that it doesn't continue to be a problem in the future.
Huh. Don't do crunches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine with me.
I mean, eventually you'll be able to do crunches again.
Once the diastasis is healed, go back to your
the
regular
doctor
exercise.
said I can't work out, so...
Yeah. I think it was a general thing. Is it about 6 weeks you're supposed to wait to work out in general?
So it really depends on what type of delivery you had, how your recovery is going, and
Okay.
things like that. Your body will tell you what you're ready to do.
Okay.
Speaking of working out, we were talking before we came during the break, and we don't do jumping jacks anymore because we've had babies. Incontinence can be a problem.
Absolutely. So after you've had a baby, the stretching of the pelvic floor, it can happen immediately after baby and resolve, and it can come back, or it can stay persistent. There are lots of exercises you can do. Once again, physical therapy to rebuild those muscles is extremely helpful. And doing things like Kegels, but you have to do your Kegels correctly. And a lot of women think they're doing their Kegels, but really they're just kind of squeezing their butt muscles.
Oh,
So-
nice. Oh,
Maybe
well.
that's my problem.
Well, it's a frank discussion, but it's one that we've all had. If we've had
Exactly.
babies, or we're going to have babies. So thank you so much.
Gladly.
Dr. Gass from Bellin Health Generations.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. You're watching The Better Half, and we'll be right back.